we're back. The old boards you had at ECS Elite Group. ATX 20 pin, that's ancient. 20 pin is pre-PCI Express. Dual socket thing. Oh, Pentium Pro. Yeah, that'd be why. I remember always hearing of the dual Pentium Pros and seeing pictures of them. Never saw one for myself though. Alright, so we want this thing. Like that. Hopefully I can cram it in just here. Right about there. I don't remember, I'm in God mode on this map. Running 2 with Windows 2000. I remember once seeing a picture of a Pentium 1 board, a socket 7 board, with dual socket 7s, which was very unusual. Never seen one for myself though. Okay, now, so instead of these, I want these. These need to be that. Essentially. Somehow I've got to get gas and water in here. I'll do this. CPU VRM is a plug-in card. I got one of those somewhere. They were not uncommon. EDO RAM. Good old EDO. I need the one track though, because this thing, all it does is output sulfur. Four sticks of 32. It's actually an impressive amount of EDO RAM. I always had problems going... I always remember having problems going too high in the EDO RAM territory. But there. Oh, you're beacon aligned, you bugger. Blah, 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 blah. Humph. Grumble, grumble. I grumble, grumble. Thing, don't do the thing that I want the thing to do. Double height. And no matter what, it's wonky. Hang on. Are they lined up? No. Okay. Never mind. I was like, hang on, did I herpaderp the whole thing to begin with? No, it's just me. 30. Take 20. Take more. Did I get a haircut? Yeah, I did last weekend. Got it mowed right down to a minimum length. It's the most utilitarian haircut you could possibly get, which is about about typical for me. Thank you. I definitely spent time and effort to get it that way. mainly because it's the only thing I know how to do with hair. Is the most utilitarian cut there is. Outside of a crew cut. Okay, let's just slip another drive cage or two inside where the motherboard would normally go. Oh dear. Scale of those things. 23.6. Let's get up to 25.6. Does it matter? I don't know. We shall find out. Park that there. There. Yes. That really commits. That makes it even worse. And worse if such a thing were possible. 3.6. 20 to 25 spinners in one box. Yeah. That's a lot of spinning. Spinamajigs. My back would not appreciate that. And these two tiles there. Surfaces. That's so. How much storage would you like? Yes. They're not offshore pumps. They're offshore pumps. Okay. Yeah. You now do your thing, please. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Upsy daisy. Alright, we're definitely short on water. I know that much. Change gravity in your room. Yeah, it's not entirely without reason that such a thing would be possible. Unreasonable to assume that you could change gravity just by moving this thing around. Yeah, that's definitely using everything it has at its disposal. I mean, I won't do this for the final thing, in its final form. More just a proof of concept. Can I go 2 tiles? There's a real question on my mind. 2400, 2400, 2400, 2400. Oh, it's slowing down. I guess it means it probably juiced up with water. Yeah, it's juiced up with water. 35k a minute. You'd offer up here. Could not be. You are not. Good. Good, good. Anything else doing anything? No, good. Right, that monstrosity can go. Ingredient shortage. Why aren't you piping to where you should be? I mean, this thing's probably doing this balancing thing, yeah, which isn't helping much of anything. I thought I got this thing figured out to the point where I didn't need to worry about fluid flow and crap and junk and stuff. I made it a solved problem. Like, I thought I'd scaled it back to just be right. So this crap didn't happen. 38. I used to have a Pentium machine which had like 6 hard drives in it. I've forgotten all about that machine. That was a great machine. The trouble is that it was in a full tower case, so it was stood like a meter tall. You could use it as a chair. You could sit on the damn thing. It was so solid. It had like 12 5 1/4 bays. No, 3 3.5s. Only 12 5 1/4 bays. So you could just stonk the thing full of stuff. Power supply went bad on it though. And the power supply was kind of unique to that case, because it was an AT case. A pre-ATX case. I never screwed the CD drive down in it though. And so every time I'd move it, it'd tip it forward slightly, and the damn thing would shoot out and land on my foot every time. Year in, year out, every time I move it. Did that for so many years. Stubbed my foot with a CD drive flying out of this stupid thing. Kinda wish I still had it in a way. But at the same time, it was kinda useless. Outlived its purpose. Wasn't a bad buy. Paid $20 for that case. And the big Cooler Master half case. Oh, those cases were silly. Anyway, I need 53,000 sulfur a minute to maintain 36,000. 53,696. Calculator, go. 53,696. 96 or 969? 696. Divided by 9. 59, so 60, basically 60k. I think I got it covered. I think I got it covered. Alright, that'll do it. Why do you have 2? 2? Neil. Grab this thing. Be that. Pop it there. Save, save, and let's jump back. I've known a few people with the half cases, and I was never really able to get a rational explanation as to why you would buy such a thing. Oh. Loop it round. It was a teen. I guess that works. Hmm. Do I have to pick this whole thing up and move it over a few tiles? Because I will do that. I legitimately will move this whole thing over to like here, just to get it on the water. Undefined? Very undefined. Yeah, I think I might move the entire stack over just so I can get this thing on the water. There it is. It is. That's definitely an S. Is that a... It's a rack mount case, isn't it? It's one of the pre-built cases you can get. That is a lot of hard drive. It looks like a 6U. 4U. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, and you hung it vertically. Is there actually enough room for a 4U? I don't actually have a 4U case floating around. You can't cram nearly as much in it. It's like something Asus made. Actually making me want to put it back into service. Grab that. Put that there. Neil. Out there. That's all we need. Then, and then, all I need to do then is just shift it over to there. There. Right, Captain Landfill. Coming over here. Suppose I could just lift the whole build up to like here. That would work too. Get it away from the main line. So I bring it all the way. Yeah, don't you move. All the way up here. I mean, it had a good run, sitting where it is. But actually, it still wouldn't hurt to move it that way. Hurt to demolish some trees, or at the very least we'll get some fish out of it. I think I'll move it away from, like, yonder. Yonder. The original idea I was thinking of. Stupid mirrored camera thing. Power, not data. Poor thing never knew what hit it. It's funny, like, PCI Express was always intended for that sort of thing, and they never had, like, put the back... They never opened the back to let you actually do that kind of stuff. Hmm. That. Oh, I haven't actually seen them. I've never seen one. They do exist, though. I've seen PCI Express 1Xs used for non-PCI Express stuff. Just strange in its own right. I had a sound card which was on a motherboard with a sound card which is on a riser board, which wasn't PCI Express. It was its own interface. It still was a piece of junk. That was actually the one. Is it the one I got the XF9 titanium for? Probably. Gunfire Damper. It's one from Tyann, not MSI. Oh, Tyann. Good old Tyann. If you want something weird, you go there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's That's. Oh my god, it's got to tell us real time on it. Looks like it's socketed though. Uh, that's some interesting stuff going on there too. Oh, Ninja, how you doing? From starting a Megabase? Oh, pretty far off, admittedly. We do have the beginnings of blue circuits running. We're just sorting out the last bit of oil now. Yeah. Yeah, we're still working through things. Where is it? There it is. That's flat tile. There. I want it out like there. Like that. Don't kill too many. We can't kill the fishies. We've got to save the fishies. Just in case Exterminator visits. Or something of that nature. Wait, that's a plastic. Okay. I'm doing this a super careful way because what I want to do is basically direct feed the water. Three. If I play it conservative, then I don't screw it up. One more. So yeah, we can now direct feed the water like this. And then all I need to do is make it so that it's actually blueprintable. And then we pick up the entire rest of the oil setup and then move it over to here. This grid. Save the fishies for spiders. There. Hilariously enough. It should have the stuff to do that. To build the thingies. Technical terms I realise, yes. But to build the offshore pumps. Oh, what's that thingy on the map? A map icon. Need some landfill. Yeah, that's the next step for this blueprint, is to get landfill on it. Because I need 2 of these. I probably should have done it to the original one. I was kind of lazy and didn't do it. I could also space it out a little bit. Either or, really. Can't reach. Dial tone. How much more does it need? It's like I have to go hunting for it every time. Go. Perfect. You drill holes in case you move the fan wheel down a bit. Doing connecting those hard drives. In that little space. Yeah. Alright, some more landfill. So. Oh, tempting, so many fishies. Tempting to grab. And there. I'm going to leave these as is for now. For now. We'll come back to that. There. Okay. Yeah. I might need a little bit more space to wrangle all the belts though. Want to search? Yeah. A lot of that older stuff you never find now. Oh, pre-roll's back on. Bad now. One point oh. Oh, the classic twin USB. 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay. I'm also not doing uh 6, 7. Not doing the old buffer chest to 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'll go direct. A. Like that. Question is, can I do the same on the other side? Probably. Find out. Thing even reach that far? Not really. RX PCI, 3 eISA, hard drive, floppy drive, EDO. eISA and PCI, that's a strange combination. eISA? Oh no. I was thinking of VLB. If it was PCI and VLB at the same time, that would actually be weird. I would be worried if that was if I saw that combination. eISA is something different. Admittedly, equally as useless. Tiles. Yeah, VLB was sort of like the PCI stopgap. It's ISA with a 32-bit plug on the end, glued on the end. Because why do things properly when you can just cram crap onto old things? Yeah, gave you 32-bit ISA bus effectively, but it was kind of dumb. No murdering fishies bots, bad bots. It was common on 486s. Hey, I think I saved all the fish. Possibly. Probably. Well, either way, it's probably close enough. There's actually an easy way to tell. If the substation lines up, then it's fine. Substation don't line up, then we have a problem. Go there. I don't have enough landfill for that to go there. I need to pick up all of this crap and move it over. Sounds fun. Still not empty. Can work around that. You know what? That tick box was long requested and is actually useful. Is actually very useful. Yay. Yep. It's more of a sploosh than a blurp these days. Splooshy, splooshy, splooshy. I gotta fill all this in, ready for the plastic tray, plastic oil thingies, kajigas. Yeah, well, I randomly thought of it, but there's I guess another thing, a mark against Borderlands 3, is it relies very heavily on past characters. Doesn't introduce much, I mean, it does introduce new characters, but it really relies, it depends heavily on the previous games. Like, a lot. Ooh. Oh, show me. The thingy just doesn't show up. Fine, be that way. Be that way, chat thing. Can't see it where I can click it. It should show up eventually. Conversion card with a Trio 64. Yes, I had a Trio 60. Jovic, yeah, coming on in with that raid. How you doing? Liam, how you doing? Hi. Got the honk. Exclamation mark honk. That goes well with that emote. How you doing? Welcome on everyone. What are you all up to? The Goose and the Gecko raid, and the Colonel Will raid as well on top of that. Holy crap. not to be outdone, Colonel Will come on in with a raiding party on top of it. There we go, have all of the geese. How you doing, everyone? Welcome. You're doing Factorio. What was Jovica doing? I don't actually know exactly how to spell it, so I'm going to guess it. And Veldek's here too. Oh, they're all fighting each other now. The raid messages are fighting each other. Party's on now. Oh, it's on now, isn't it? You got some competition. Oh, lordy, you got some competition. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? Hey-ho. McFatbutt. How you doing? Who else are we missing? That came along. Factorio. How you doing? A double. I think I. Oh. Now I think I've got everyone that I saw. 24 hours awake. Additions, everyone be yourself. You might need to do it again. I think it was too close to I think it was on cooldown. Even though it is a mod command, it's still bound by the it's still got the cooldown thing. There we go. There was a Factorio. Very nice. What were you working on? Yeah, it was on cooldown, I think. Blame Veldank. It was probably Veldank's fault. Yeah, what were you working on? Same with Will. What were you working on as well? I know Will was doing at least something big to celebrate the 1.1 stable release. Perfect. First alarm went off. Yeah, can't reach. Just a new Megabase. Just same old new Megabase. It's like this thing. This is just the same old Megabase that I've been trying to build for like the last few months. It's all just a blur now. Try out the latest blueprint. Ooh. What's the latest blueprint entail? While I pick this crap up. Latest version of the blueprint. How many versions are up to now, actually? Early game done? We're trying to get to 1k pure vanilla. Ooh, nice. On your first base still. I mean, when it's your first time, it is tough work. That 1k. Right now, this base here, for those who haven't seen, is a 36. The intention is a 36,000 science a minute base. I think I've uploaded that too. And right now, we're doing all the little things, such as moving oil over a few tiles, because that's what we do around here. Why is there a substation on the floor? It's the little things that get you. Like, why is there a substation on the floor? Horrible at megabasing? It's the everything struggle with a megabase. It's having everything, scaling everything up. It's surprisingly tricky. What's the expected UPS? Hopefully high 40s, 50s. Basically taking the techniques that Colonel Will was using in his last few megabases and turning up to 11 and seeing what happens, more or less. It should be good. I deleted the gassy blueprint, didn't I? Yes, I did. Good thing I made this thing. So in theory, it should be fairly good. The idea is, with this base, is to minimize splitters to basically nothing. There's going to be a lot of directs. So much direct. Well, the main one is this. The centerpiece of it is the no splitters. We did it already in a vanilla base, and we made 8,000 science a minute, and it was actually pretty good. That was 45 to 55 UPS for 8,000 science a minute. It wasn't a perfect map. It had a few issues. There was a few design flaws. We got rid of them. One of the problems with it was the mixed trains. That was one of the things we'll try it out. It was a good concept, but it didn't quite play out. So this one, pure trains. Oh yeah, there's always a design flaw. This one is no mixed trains, so they're all pure trains. It's going to use that. Going to use, or we are using the train stop limit stuff. So everything is the same name. All the loads and unloads are all the same name. Are they talking right now? 3 a.m. Yeah, I understand. Streaming does take it out of you. I mean, it's only 1 p.m. here, so I should be awake. Trains, yeah, the trains are all nominally the same size. I think oil is the only one that's narrower. So everything, all the trains here are 416s. Oils are still only 2.8s, I think. It saves so much logic. I would have used TSM, the mod TSM train supply manager otherwise. But it actually operates pretty similar to TSM. All the bots are up there, aren't they? So no, it's amazing. there we go. I'm gonna mainly build the substations and get the power and the network extended up and rejoin the network. Yeah, they're all up there. Rejoin the networks. Get the bots going again. The mistake of the 8K base was making the trains too short. And doing variable length trains. Like the ore trains were 16 and the plate trains coming out were 8. And they really should have been 16. And it was a choice of either building this base or in Factorio, building a new one in Factorio Extended or redoing the entire thing. And I chose the Factorio Extended option. We will revisit it eventually though. Off to bed, have a nice dream. Thank you very much for that raid again, and have a good rest. Better get to bed, being 3 AM and all. Right, that should be... Yep, that's connected again. Actually an air gap there too. Oh dear. Yeah, what we're trying to do here is have these directly feed water into the sulfur machines. It there without? Yes, it does. Excellent. That. Veldak sneaking in and yeeting everything. Going on here. Isn't he skull drummed? Who are you and what have you done with the actual Veldak? Alright, we're moving oil over a few tiles, as you do. That's a lot of fuel. What have I done, bot? I know. The bot has inevitably found you out. That's everything dumped. Now I just wait for the bots to do their thing. Oh, apparently I'm deconstructing now. Oh, that's the wrong hole. Supposed to be over here. Eh? Beacons. Tablet? Right, elect mode engaged. I'll probably just clean up everything on that doesn't quite get caught. Doing for bots. Only 213. Oh no. I could throw more at the problem. You're supposed to be an oil refinery, aren't you? Ah. Oh. Control X. The landfill. Yeah, we'll revisit this eventually and tidy it all up. Boop. Go there. Alright. Only annoying part is going to be removing this thing because it's already running. Shouldn't be too bad though. I can bin it into that, into the make everything, I think. Without too much drama. Right, you get back to base. I probably should find something else to do for now. Although I could try making the acid do the thing and the stuff in the junk. Yeah, this train. Oh no, it's not actually ordering more stuff. I'd like to be able to drag reports like power poles. That's a feature wouldn't be terrible to have. Pumps I do. Am I moving plastic? Just to be aligned? Yeah, just to be aligned with sulfur. And it is a little bit cramped against that track there. It's just separates it out a little bit more. And I also want the whole thing just neatly stacked vertically. Somehow I gotta get rid of all these things. How do you even... You can't add them to the decon planner. Because they're sort of their own thing. Oh, I never noticed that before. I never really noticed that. Unless it's hidden somewhere. What's 95? Is that a mod? It's a mod feature. This is running Factorio Extended Plus, and those are a tier 3 bots, which are quite snappy. They move around a bit. I suppose I could just do this out of range, construction range, and that would clear them. Yeah. Yeah, they're quite zippy, these Mark 3s. Yeah, I'm rolling with Factorio Extended, which is a fairly lightweight endgame sort of extension mod, as it's called, Factorio Extended. It adds 1 to 2 extra tiers of items. So, like, you only in Infinitely you only get 1 oil refinery. This adds a tier 2 and a tier 3. Seriously, for the most part, you only ever go from 1 to 3. But it's the thought that counts. It means you can do some interesting things with them. Hey, it's Super Chip, how you doing? Let's get rid of all these stupid thingy chests that I left in the blueprint because I'm lazy. Gonna be all like that now, randomly leaving stuff out. Right, game, I see how it is. Let's slurp them up. They're full. I probably really should find something else to do right now. This is going to take a while. Hmm. Do. That, get rid of that, get rid of that, and them. Clear out all that. What am I missing? Now it's bringing radars. Freeman. That's 69, no. Boy, starting to get sleepy. Hmm. Alright, so... migrate down there and start... start landfilling more to make room for that. Or you could start... you just need oil and stuff, and then you're ready to go. Hmm. Okay. Also think about what these need. What do we got? We got coal, plastic, oil. Plastic. And then you got acid up here, or sulfur up here. 4 different train types. I'm gonna need some kind of stacking system here. I also need to get them in somehow. And as always, I have train stop limits. Ooh, boy. Ooh. Hmm. Is this why I should make a list of things to do? I don't get lost and confused. Trouble is that I really do need the sulfur working. Keep things rolling. Ooh. I get very yawny. Might just leave it do its thing. And go back down to blue circuits. That's how let it do its thing. Come down here and join me. Maybe there, and we'll fill in some of this and make room for the second unload. Get that underway. That's not it. That one is. There it is. Oh, I can't see it. But it's got the leggies in it. Run your NASA's uptime counter to see how long go between restarts. Arguably, having too much uptime is a bad thing. There's nothing worse than having a system which goes down and never comes back up. When it's always online, so the first time it does go down, it never comes back again. I mean, having said that, having hilariously high uptimes is hilarious. Six months easy. I think my NAS had beyond 6 months, at least, since the last time. I had to power it off last weekend. I haven't turned it on again. Now, the problem is it's when things like power supplies fail as the power goes, like something that runs all the time, the power supply, something degrades in it, and then it can just never come on again. So the thing never switches back on. Used to happen all the time with, it's funny you mention routers. That was pretty common with switches, hubs, because they'd be on all the time. And the main capacitors dry out, which would be fine when it's running, but then as soon as it turns off, it can't turn back on again. Come on, bots. Oh, right, you're going to go transcontinental to empty the fish. That's right. It's coming along. 3 or 4 months uptime on the trial videos. Had a Win 10 server. It's not bad. I remember seeing a video years and years ago of this. Hey, AK. It was like this German server that they couldn't shut down. It had been already been online for like 10 years or something, and they just couldn't turn it off. And they needed to relocate it to a different data center, so they ended up connecting it to a UPS and a 3G cell connection, and then they hauled it. Yeah, there's a video of it. It was like 2009 or 10 or something. Yeah, they hauled it through the city on a UPS. The thing that was remarkable is that I remember on the video they put it on the train they used the underground public transport, which is I why not just get a van? Yeah, they took the subway of all things. At that point, you wonder if they're taking the piss. Yeah, or clone the server or something. It's something which clearly has some very poor management strategies in place. Like if you're dependent on this one, unless it's like some kind of super unique, like it's got a hardware key in it or something. But even then, it's a bit odd. Like the thing, what it means is you have this one piece of infrastructure that is like everything depends on it. That's really bad. It's one server makes or breaks everything. You can't turn it off. You can't clone it. Can't just move it to a different server or anything. It just is forever. That what a good thing. Anyone know what the server did? I always did kind of wonder what it did. I need to do this in 2 parts. Pornhub. You say that, but that kind of stuff is really easily cloned and relocated. They're surprisingly flexible with that kind of thing. That industry. I remember seeing a story talking about that. Like the rate at which they could spin up servers was phenomenal. flexible. Yep, I chose that wording specifically. Accurately. Succinctly. Oh yeah, they saved on storage by deleting a massive chunk of their archive. Admittedly, it was literally being used for um, copyrighted content. Like it was like being used as a hosting service. I mean, even though it is technically a hosting service, but the kind of hosting service that gets them in trouble. Rather than a hosting service that gets them in trouble with the state of Utah or something. Yeah, they are the makers of the money and technology. They lead the technology. I think that one was more urban legend than reality. Because there was also things like market availability, like it was a lot easier to get a VHS and a VHS machine than it was. So it's one of those kinda sorta not reallys. I think that was the I seem to recall that being the case, that it was one of the drivers for online credit card transactions. So a lot of the internet stuff was driven by it. A lot of early internet the things we take for granted on the internet were driven by it, I guess you could say. Yeah, the VHS machines, JVC licensed it out, whereas Sony didn't. Sony did the whole no one can buy our stuff, so no one bought their stuff. Surprise, surprise. If you don't let people buy your stuff, no one can buy your stuff. There was a bit of that, and also Sony was pumping out Blu-rays like as fast as they possibly could. They just had factories churning out discs everywhere. They didn't want to lose another format war. Now. I'll do the same tweakage to this thing. Yes. Belts are not aligned. Yeah. That needs a little bit of adjusting. Uh, ah. There's reach. I might need to move this up. Trouble is, this is at maximum reach already. It's better to it makes better use of it to move it down. Also, it does look kind of like a squash claptrap at the minute, which was kind of nice. It was a nice thing going for it. But I still need... Oh, you're just leaving. To oil. Better not be much. Oh, just loaders. Okay, I approve. I guess. Everything else should be for me. Oh boy. Yawny pants. Still got another like 15 minutes to go. That's actually annoying. Some stations won't line up. If I drop these down, I have to bring them up probably. Rovian, come on in. Hello, bots. How you doing today? But for now, I can do that. I can get rid of these. Eat them. We'll try and fix it up and make it more even eventually. I'm just too lazy to do it right now. Kind of want to find that. You know, the video. Going back to that video, kind of want to find that video again. Find out the story behind it. Okay, you're all cleaned up. Just in need of these things now. Being gotten rid of. Like 200 of them. I really should remove these from blueprints when I'm making blueprints. I think I learned my lesson. Or at least I should have learned my lesson. I'm going to keep doing it though. Actually, hang on. Item request slots. Entity ghost. Aha! I can get rid of it that way. I completely forgot, it's an entity ghost. So I don't need the exact item. Eh. Can't believe I didn't think of it earlier. I'm a dum-dum. Sure someone probably said it. Yeah. Trim that up too. we move to oil. We got the blue circuits ready to go. We just need to plug everything in at this point. I'm also going to unplug that. At least for now. Just get it working in a... I want to get it running in a minimalistic state. At the very least. Yeah. Right. Oil. Let's tidy this up. And think about junctions and crap. You're gonna be there. Hey, that icon was pretty accurate. That all? No. Still going. There's also that issue of me... those things in. There. How about now? Can you work better now? Why can't you work better now? There. How about now? Work better, damn it. I think it's stabilized. It's just that initial burst. I remember, I think there was a comment about that, and I should double stack it, I think. I have to check again. But it is a good idea, double stacking the tanks. You have pump, tank, pump, tank. Just alternate between pumps and tanks. Really helps. Right, let's tidy this up. Right about there. Let's get rid of any of this extra crap. Robo ports all the way down. Should be, but there isn't. Now there is. Double storage, you might as well triple it. Where does it end? I did originally try and double up on the tanks. That way you don't have a train stuck here. Trying to do the unload. But it's sort of an either or situation. Okay. So... yeah, we'll curve up. Completely arbitrary. I don't want to put a path here too. Completely unrelated. An 8, something like that. Totally arbitrary. We'll try and work towards some tidying. That more storage till trains are satisfied. Sure. Okay. 4x trains? I hope not. Does put sulfur in an odd position. I'm going to deal with that. Probably going to deal with it by adding more track. There. And the fourth one there will be sulfur. Oh, it's one tile off. I don't know if I need more than one track though. That is the ambitious part. In theory, it might be okay because they're not like trains don't need to wait for massive. With the, oh, I can start again with the change. With the train stop limits, trains don't need. You don't need to have trains trying to cross massive chain junctions anymore because the train is set on where it's going to go. It doesn't need to. You don't need to do all the extra crap guiding it to where it should go. I might be able to get away with it. Probably turns out to be completely wrong. But we'll see how we go. Oh. Track at all. Or a completely different track. It's the elusive sulfur track. I've chosen these positions with a reason as well. So oil and coal are furthest away, which made sense in my head. Unfortunately, because I want to give these more length, if I loop them back around, this is on the inside. It's actually in the completely wrong spot. Oh dear. Alright, let's Uno Reverso, try that again. Oil should be on here, so it's on the outside. Yeah, oil should be like that. And then like sulfur should be the next worst offender. Just demolish the whole start over. Oh dear. If I pointed it down, it would be okay. You still have the same amount of crossing though. Because there's always going to be the same amount of crossing. I just want to... don't want them crossing over right at the beginning though. That's where the busiest point is. Right, let's try this again, only this time... let's get it right. So oil... Outside? No. No, 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 no. Oil is on the inside to put it on the outside. That does that. That does that. That's stupid. I don't like it. Makes me irrationally angry. Also can't be signaled. Needs to be on the outside. Next one. Oil. Still on the outside. This is reversing the direction. Kill it with fire. Technically these two don't matter. I can sort of cheat it a little bit. Like that. It's not as terrible. I mean, it's still terrible, but it's not as terrible. And after that, I just need another one for sulfur. Should not be allowed to exist. Steel, coal, plastic. I think stopping this one being plastic. Yeah. This is a problem. Oil trains are generally going to come down this lane and then across. Means they need to be on the outside lane. And then the other trains, like plastic trains, will come up the other way. And so they end up on the outside. They're coming down. Oil's on the inside. Oil's closest. Yeah, like this. The others are on the outside. But if it points it the other way, head explodey time. Yeah, if I go the other way, then they come up this way, and the other ones come up this side. End up with what everyone. I think I'm just slowly sinking lower and lower. Oh boy. We also hit 1 hour 30. The final 1 hour 30. I have a feeling. The answer to this problem is reversing the direction of the loading and unloading. So the input is on this side. And I could also just reverse the direction of these things. They don't all need to be in the same direction. It's generally preferred to be in the same direction, but they don't have to be in the same direction. So oil could come down and the plastic and crap could come up. Oil and coal comes down. Go in that way and the other crap goes in that way. Upper stopper sorts. The problem is, if I just make it the neat way there, they have to all the plastic trains, oil trains, and everything has to cross over each other up here. I mean, they inevitably have to cross here. The idea is I'm spreading the crossing load over a larger area, rather than really ramming them all in one spot. Oh, landfill. Might have to think about this one. Now, another option is to reverse the direction of all of the unloads. Oil comes in at side. Yeah, that does work. I think the answer is actually reversing the unloads. Pain in the ass to do though. Nominally. These generally don't line up both ways. Yeah, that set doesn't line up. It's off by a tile. But that's a future me problem, and now me problem is lunch. Because I'm hungry. It's almost it's just rolling over to 2 o'clock, and it just rolled over to 1 hour 30. Means it's the end of this segment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna spend some time thinking about this problem over the weekend. And then we'll get back to it. So, that's it from me.